Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Cliff from the 4K podcast. I'm here with Marcus, Rick, and Danny. What's up, y'all?
What up? What up?
What up? What up?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us again. We're glad to bring you another episode of the 4K podcast. We're here to talk about a very touchy, controversial. I wouldn't say controversial, but a crazy topic that we decided to dip into, which is uh, cheating, infidelity. Why do men cheat? Why do women cheat? Stories behind that. Um, Now, as far as I guess we start off with men. Uh, as far as why men cheat, there could be a whole host of uh reasons and some logical, most illogical. I guess I'm gonna throw out some reasons that I could think of, and we can bounce some ideas back and forth. That could reflectively
All
be.
right.
Did you say ideas?
That's not ideas.
So this is why I cheated. So what about y'all? He said, "Did y'all do the same thing?" Yeah, we did the same thing.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm gonna start with something obscure then. A need for variety. Yeah, I think that could be part of the reason.
I'm sorry,
I mean-
that hit me right on the head.
I mean, it could, yeah.
it very well could
Not
be.
my reason, but yeah. it
But
could
let's
be,
let's
yeah.
embellish on that.
I mean, a lot of people, they feel like the fear of missing out. Like,
FOMO behind it.
yeah. I mean, it's true. A lot of people feel like being tied down and bogged down to one person just ain't it.
That's true.
They like that hunt, especially when you was single. It's like the hunt was like
You
just
said they like the
Yeah,
hunt.
the hunt.
Nah, I'm saying like the hunt of it. Like, you know what I mean?
You
Like
said
when you on
hunt.
the
I get
prowl,
it.
Oh,
yeah, when you single and stuff, like you see a girl you want, you gonna try to get with her. You know what I mean? So I feel like when you,
The
especially when you're in a
conquer, the
relationship,
conquest.
yeah, it's like, especially if she throwing it at you or whatever, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's like, you know what I mean? The hunt and the process to that, I feel like some guys can't get that out of their head as well. Like, you know what I mean?
okay. You're a hunter. Okay, all
Yeah.
right.
You don't feel that
Okay.
way though? Like, you never felt that way?
No, I don't. I don't. No. Yeah,
He's
I
trying to
did.
pull
No, I
black
did.
men
I
don't
did.
cheat, but
Yeah, that's why
These
I
are
say
all
I'm about to
hypothetical.
call
No,
this nigga
no. I get what you're
Charlemagne
saying.
we're talking about
No,
many
I-
moons ago. We're not talking about anything current.
Yeah, we're not
Right.
talking about now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not talking about
Yeah,
now.
but no, I get what you're saying.
I mean, it's kind of like that episode of Martin. After he got married, he took the ring off, wanted to see if he still got it.
Yeah,
You want
still
to see if you
had
still
it and stuff like that.
able to, see if your game is still tight.
I get that part
Especially
about
depending
the
on, I was
hunt to
gonna
a
say,
certain extent.
especially depending on your, like, I feel like your age kind of plays some of that too. Like, if you've been
Mhm.
doing this shit for a long time, you know what I mean? And obviously, if you're in a relationship now, like, I feel like you should. Not gonna say everybody should, but you should be in a certain spot where you kind of got all of that shit out when you was a
Out your system. Yeah, you
yeah,
over
when
it.
you was over it. You know what I mean? Like, so
Right.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
I mean, to even if it's out of your system, some people still like to have their ego stroke behind that. Like you said
Right.
with the hunt. Like even
I got.
me for example, I give you an honest truth. If there's a situation where I'm outside in public on a train or whatever, and someone's looking at me smiling or whatever the case may be, or even trying to spark a conversation, I mean, that's more or less enough for me just to think that, yeah, I can get it if I wanted to,
yeah.
Right.
And then you're like, okay, I got it.
That's. Do you feel like it's how was that first encounter cheating? Like, how did you? What happened? You don't got to go into detail, but like, was it off of a convo, or was you hunting, or were you, because there's different aspects of doing it. Yeah, it's wrong, but like, did you realize like, oh shit, I'm, dealing with two people, three people, whatever the case may be? Like, when was it when you realized, like, before, of course, before you got caught or whatever the case may be? When did you realize, like, because I that was me. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was me.
Hold on. Can I?
Years
I'm
ago.
laughing because wait, hold up. When I was like in 5th grade, wait, the cheating mean that I'm in a relationship with a girl, like, and we having sex?
Yeah.
Because I was about to say, back when I was in elementary school, I was a
Nah,
dog.
it
I
ain't
had
gotta
like
be.
multiple girlfriends, but
What?
we wasn't dating though. Like, we ain't going on no dates or nothing like that. I'm not gonna lie. My first experience, I got cheated on. That's what made me want to cheat on them.
Oh, so you a hurt person
Yeah,
So
hell
early.
yeah.
revenge. That's another. That's
Yeah,
one of
So
the
you
big
revenge.
a hurt.
reasons
You a hurt
behind it.
hunter.
Yeah. I
Hurt hunter.
never
Okay.
cheated on a
Hurt
girl
hunter.
until I got cheated on.
No,
Like,
but we can list multiple reasons behind it.
yeah.
One was
Well, I'm just saying,
variety. Two was
yeah.
there you go right there.
Revenge.
Anger, revenge,
Revenge, stupidity.
stupidity.
Stupidity. Not
I will
thinking.
put stupidity under a situation of circumstance.
Explain.
Say that again. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Situation of circumstance, like
It's off
it's
like off a convo.
like it's kind
Or
of like
off of
you
me.
tripped and you fell into it kind of thing.
Wow.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, I can agree with that.
Oops.
I can agree with that. Like it just,
How people say it just happened.
it just happened. Yeah, I can
Like
agree with
you're
that.
trying to see how far you can go, and
Next thing you
know,
know,
you went all the way.
Yeah.
You're like, oh
Right.
snap, how did this
Yeah.
happen? Or like some guys just really don't have that type of resistance
Willpower?
or self control, or willpower, so that
Right.
when the opportunity comes, they're just like, oh well, hey, she's throwing it. I'm not, like, who am I to say no?
Yeah.
You know,
That's what I think.
It's
I think
just-
girls don't understand how hard it is for dudes, bro. Like they're
To say
like,
no?
yeah, to say no. Like I think they don't really realize like what you gonna like for me and like. Okay, now I'm in a total different space. But I'm saying back when I was a youngin, like what I'm gonna do if a girl just like kissing on my neck, she started touching me, like what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be like, oh no, we can't.
Oh, so you're a hurt, vulnerable hunter. That's
Yo,
what you
I'm just
are.
saying, I know.
Marcus trying to label you so bad.
I know Marcus is he's trying to down the black
Trying to
man.
categorize you.
I'm just saying, like,
You're a hurt, vulnerable
bro,
hunter.
He's a complex man.
Y'all telling me if y'all went out to the club or whatever, and some girl was just like, she was on you, eyeing you down, she started grabbing on your shit and stuff like that, you're not gonna be like, like, I mean,
Back in the day, yeah, that's
that's what I mean.
I am a faithful
That's what we're
black
talking
man.
about.
I am a faithful black
No,
man.
don't get this twisted. Now, I'm cool. I ain't trying to see no divorce, no child support, no nothing.
I mean,
So,
we're all in agreement on that. We're
yeah,
on the same
like,
page.
you know what I mean? I'm talking
Nah,
about
I
back
get what
then,
you're saying,
like girls
Danny.
got more self control. It's easier for them to say no
Yeah.
to a nigga.
Nah,
Like,
nah,
you know
fact.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I think that's just I don't know if that's just in men, but that's like I don't know, like especially some girls that don't even give a
It's-
shit. Like,
It's because as a man, you really don't got no power for that. So it's just like
yeah, like your
if
willpower.
it's given to you, you like okay, yeah, sure.
I'm
Mhm.
done.
Sure.
I'm done.
Come on,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I get that.
So I guess I'll put that into another category. Would that be self-esteem?
So nah.
Could be,
I
yeah.
think that's kind of self. I think
Could
that should
be,
be
yeah.
under selfish, and I think it should be selfish. Because I mean, it's
Okay.
not like niggas. We don't know what we doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's an ego booster.
Right.
That's how I'm.
And that's what I
looking at
mean.
it.
Okay, yeah,
You feel like you got more power.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely an ego
yeah,
boost.
okay.
Definitely an ego boost. But I think it's. I mean,
Which
anything that got to do with cheating is gonna be selfish. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
Right.
of course. Unless you're in that type of relationship, that there's some people who like to
yeah, open
watch or whatever the
relationships
case may
and
be, open relationships and everything of that sort.
Yeah.
What about lack of love? I guess you can say.
You mean like you're not getting what you need at
Telling the
home?
person.
Yeah, like you feel like you're not getting that type of
Yeah.
attention and love, and you're gonna go
That's
searching for it somewhere
a
else.
that's a road you should not go down with
Looking for
cheating,
Yeah, that
love
seems more
because
dangerous.
in the
you
wrong places.
if you looking for love in another relationship or cheating, you're gonna get tied up in that shit
Nah,
more than what you should.
I was gonna say I
Love,
thought he was saying more like if you're not getting. Are you saying like love and affection in your relationship that caused you to look for it
Yeah,
outside of the relationship?
exactly.
I was gonna
yeah,
say you can't
you
see people doing that. Like I can see people doing
you're
that.
gonna be caught in the mix loving two women.
That's true. That's
Mm.
No,
true.
he said he's agreeing that people
Yeah, yeah,
do
you
it,
know,
but
I'm
he's
saying
saying
like
that's a
Oh
that's a
dangerous
yeah,
dangerous
road.
dangerous
road.
road. Yeah, yeah.
Like that's like one of to me. I think that's like one of the most dangerous reasons to do it
Yeah, but I think
because you're gonna get caught up.
But I think that's situational too, though, because like let's say somebody's married, it's gonna be harder for them to get out of
Hmm.
that relationship. You know what I mean? Now I'm agreeing with you that it is different, but I feel like some situations, some people may be scared to leave their other person. You know what I mean? Or feel like there's no way out, like afraid to take that next step. You know what I mean? So
Right.
if anybody talking to them
Okay.
and they getting that love
If
from somebody else, they're gonna I don't think they're gonna be worried about it, you know what I mean? They just in their head they're just gonna be like, well, my man ain't giving me this, my woman ain't giving me this, so shit. You know what I mean?
True. True.
but
So it's
that's
the
also
temporary love behind
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
tell me you love me for the night
Hmm.
kind of thing.
it could be, but that's also a ego booster too.
You think ego or you
And
think
Yeah,
self esteem.
because
I definitely think
Yeah.
self esteem, not ego.
yeah, because it's like, oh, both, because you're getting it from
Yeah, but
somewhere
why would that
else.
be
It's
why would
new
that
and
be
It's like,
ego
oh,
though?
because
If I'm afraid
it's new.
no, but what I'm saying is if I'm like let's say I'm married and my girl or let's say like I'm a woman or whatever, and my man is just like he ain't showing me what the fuck I want to do, but am I gonna leave him? Like we got kids together, you know what I mean? Like, so you think that's still ego though?
Mm.
well, not on her part. I'm talking about on his part.
No, I'm talking about
Finding
if
somebody.
I was in a woman's perspective, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
Oh
that's
no,
a
of course
topic we
not.
could try to touch
Duh.
right after we get off the men's topic. We could talk about why women might do it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Nah, I don't think. Nah, not on their
do you
end. I don't
think
think that's
people
an
just
ego booster.
genuinely have commitment issues if that's the case? Then
Shit, a lot of people
Yeah,
got
because I
commitment
think it.
issues.
do you,
Right. I
is it
think
like a
it's on. I
mental
think
thing,
it's
mental
on.
state kind of thing? Would you
I
say?
think so.
I think it's on everything. It's on how you raise. It's on what you watch. It's what you've been taught. It's been. It's all around us, and it's sad to say it that way, but it's all around us. Like, it's everywhere, and we just so happen to gravitate towards it and do stupid shit behind it. But I was gonna ask y'all this. I was like, if y'all would y'all ever turn back the hands of time and not cheat on somebody?
Hmm.
I wouldn't. I mean, I would.
That sounded so cold blooded.
Uh,
My
I would
bad.
only
I would.
say no to the aspect of you grow and you learn from it.
right. Yeah.
You do.
And the biggest and worst thing is breaking someone else's heart. And
Do you grow as a man, or do you just grow from like just
I think both. You
both,
grow
like
as a
yeah,
man. You grow
that's
in a relationship. You
yeah,
grow mentally. You grow
right,
like
right, right?
there's a lot.
emotionally.
I mean,
Because
I would say if
that's how you
change
learn your
So
lesson.
anything,
would you just call that a gift and a
yes,
curse? Would that be
yes,
a gift and a
yes,
curse?
Yeah, in an aspect,
absolutely,
It depends on the relationship
yeah.
yeah.
and the outcome, I
And
guess.
then some people just aren't built for long term relationships and
Mm-hmm.
commitment, and some people just
Right, right, right.
they want casual relationships, but they keep falling into long term relationships because that's what.
And you just got a lot of people that don't want to be controlled too. They
Hmm.
like to live their life
Yeah,
freely, They don't want nobody texting them what you doing, where you at, what you ate, why you there, what
Do
time for
y'all?
yeah,
I
lunch.
was gonna say, do y'all remember the first time y'all cheated? Let's be real here.
yeah.
Y'all old men. We old men. We this
Maybe
shit.
not the
What
first
what
time, but
age
like
was you?
multiple times.
Yeah.
High
I,
school,
What
yeah. High
age?
school days. Yeah.
High
16,
school? Around
17,
high school?
18.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
high
yeah.
school.
Have y'all ever been cheated on?
Yeah.
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 How'd that make y'all feel?
Terrible, of course.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
hurts
horrible,
vulnerable
right?
hunters.
You know the funny thing, so
bro,
men are super sensitive in that aspect when
and selfish.
yeah.
It hurt. It
Because
hurt. It hurt.
It
It hurt.
definitely hurt.
we clearly did it, and when that shit was done, I
Yeah.
was like, fuck,
Yeah, because then
this
you
what you
start
felt,
searching for reasons as to why she did it, and you don't
right?
understand, and then
Right.
you're looking within yourself like, what am I doing wrong? And
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Right. Right.
Right.
self doubt and self hate, and it does everything to you.
But yeah, I went. Yeah, it hurt. It hurt. It hurt hard. It hurt
Yeah,
hard.
did you get a reason for it?
Um,
Nah.
after we talked, yeah, and it was on both parties, and just being immature.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's how most of it becomes, is being selfish and immature, and you kind of feel bad after a while. Especially it was just being stupid as shit.
Right.
have you gotten
Yeah,
a reason before?
hell yeah,
I mean,
bro.
what's worse,
I'm not
getting
gonna
a
say no names.
reason or not having a reason?
No, well, hopefully they're not watching this
They ain't gonna
podcast.
watch.
But listen, homegirl told me that she missed the old me, and the dude that she slept with reminded her of me.
Wow.
So she fucked your doppelganger. Is what you're saying? All right.
Nah, some goofy ass nigga too, like
Damn.
some goofy boy. But she dead told me, she's like, I seen him when I was doing him. I seen you. I'm
I
like
seen a
what
little
the
bit of
fuck?
you and him, so I seen him and
Yeah,
me
I bet.
like
afterwards.
I'm like, bitch, you crazy, you
Right.
bugging out.
That's
Did you
She
did
dead
you
told me
did
that.
you sincerely apologize when it did happen?
Nah, I can't understand. No,
No, not you. I'm just saying. I threw it down the
but you know the
stairs.
crazy part too.
Not
Look how that guilt trip would send you. So now she takes the blame over herself and then reverses it to you.
Yeah.
So now
Like,
it's your
damn, I
fault she cheated.
changed. Like,
Yeah.
what did I
So
do?
now you're forgetting
right.
that she cheated. Now you're just thinking like, oh my gosh, I've been treating you so wrong. I changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
nah, but
mind fuck games.
she was still tripping though. She was still
Of
tripping
course.
because I treated her like gold. It was no reason,
Look, go.
no reason.
Mm.
For real, I did.
No, I'm
I
saying if
did.
once you got caught or whatever the case may be, did you sincerely
When I
apologize,
got caught,
or
I
did
was
you
on some no
apologize?
remorse.
Okay.
I
Nah,
remember the first
when
time
she
I
did
got
that,
caught.
it was fair game.
I was a freshman and I was dating these two chicks. And one called me on the phone and I didn't know the other one was on three way.
Oh, they did those
Yeah,
games.
Damn, they did one of
they
those.
bodied me. She was like, you love me? Like, of course. Why you ask me that? All while Shorty listening on the phone.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. That's how I got caught my first time.
Yeah, you should have been like, yo, let me call you back. So that way, if she go on the other line, you be straight.
Yeah. I didn't know until after.
Damn.
Damn.
So how was that the next day at school? How did that
It
work
was it
out?
was it
Word.
was very awkward. It was very awkward.
And you smashed both of them? I can't say words like
Yeah.
Oh man.
because I think that'd be a little different than you just dating both of them. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
at that time in life, but isn't that the end game for everyone though?
yeah,
As
yeah,
a
Looking
yeah.
for like
young
a
as
pen
a
player.
young
But I'm saying you could have
adolescent,
been in high school and you could have just had two girls that you were seeing and just, you know what I mean?
With
Like,
like puppy love or
just
something?
got caught up. Yeah, nah, I'm saying just got caught up. You
and
know
when
what
I
I
was
mean?
in freshman 14, 15, 16, the end game was the
Yeah.
end game.
The reason, yeah.
So you really ain't have no remorse after that.
I mean, I felt bad because now I'm down to zero.
I get that, yeah. You went from 2 to 0.
We right back to selfish.
Right.
We right back to selfish.
Yeah. When you're young, it's selfish, bro. It's selfish. It's immaturity. It's all that young shit. When you get
Yeah.
older,
Right.
that's when you start doing it for different reasons. Like I'm missing something, or I'm not ready. fear, commitment, shit like that. But when you
Mm-hmm.
young, it's immaturity, it's
Yeah.
it's ego, because you like,
Excuse me.
you know, bless you. I could have,
Ooh, excuse me.
two or
Thank you.
three bitches if I want. Why not?
Yeah.
When you young, you think you
Yeah, that
could
shit
do
gets
when
played
you
out. That
when you
shit
young,
played
you
out
think you
after a
can
while.
have 6 chicks at one time.
You feel like you're on top of the
Right.
world.
Mm-hmm.
When you get older,
Can't nobody tell you nothing.
as you get
And then when you get
older
older,
and
it's
you
like,
mature, if you do cheat, you cheating for a reason. You looking for something.
right.
Hmm.
And that shit get old. That shit get old quick, for
That
real.
shit definitely old, bro.
That shit
Yeah.
get
That
old.
shit is too much work.
Yeah. I get that.
Definitely too much work.
I don't even like to
Too
work and I
much
get
work.
paid for the shit. So to do some shit that I'm not getting paid for, that's just too much work, bro. It's just a headache.
Yeah, it's definitely not worth it now.
Like think about it. Imagine you cheating on your girl because she get on your nerves, and then the chick you cheating with gets on your
Fucking
nerves
idiot.
more. Like I could have just stayed home for this shit,
I know.
Give
It's
them
too much
wasted
risk
gas
too.
and everything.
It's too much risk. They got all these STDs
bro.
out here. You gotta
Man, it's a
hide your
dangerous game.
phone.
You gotta do too much, bro. You gotta do too much, bro.
You gotta pay in cash.
You
You'll be like,
paid
do
in
you got a
cash.
card? What do you mean? Do I have a
Yo,
card?
what in the Mr. and Mrs. Smith you got going on, bro?
I'm just saying.
Gotta pay in cash. I gotta take my socks off when I get in the house. Like,
Yeah, right.
what is going on, bro?
It's a straight up drug deal
Yeah,
shit.
man. That shit is.
What do you mean? Do I got a debit card? I don't have a debit card. Why you asking me?
Yeah,
Nah, it's too much work, bro.
I agree.
Then he
The
said,
amount of excuses you gotta come up with.
"Look, why Domino's calling you?"
Why Domino's text you? I missed you.
hmm Too much work, bro.
I'm like, nah, baby. They just said we had a good
We ain't
conversation
ordered
about
we
this.
ain't
survey,
ordered
survey,
pizza in a long
survey.
time. That's why they miss me, because we ain't ordered a pizza in a while.
Right.
So, what she meant to say was, I miss your business.
hmm
Oh man.
Uh,
And so, what are your thoughts on why women do it?
I
You
mean,
know, I mean,
probably.
I can try
It's
to throw
probably
some
I'm
the
supposed to say
same.
categories out
probably
there.
the same reasons that we do it.
You don't think it's
Probably the same, and it's
any
that
deeper?
power that's the control. Nah, I don't think so. I think it's that power that control the.
Also,
I
women are
mean,
just
don't
as
get me wrong.
shallow,
It could be.
in your opinion,
Hmm?
more or less.
Yeah, listen. We do it. We get caught because we stupid. Women do it. They don't get caught because they're smart. We're
For the most
men are
part.
just we do some dumb shit. I mean, it is what it
hmm
is. If you can't put your pride aside and realize the stuff you do that is hurting people and learn from it, because honestly, at the end of the day, fuck apology. If you're not showing,
Strides.
if you're not showing right and putting some type of effort into really changing into a person, because nobody's in it to hurt anybody, right?
Right.
So why it's almost like why go through all of that shit? Why go through all of it?
That's true.
Yeah.
Because somebody could get hurt, somebody could get sick, a whole bunch of little shit could happen. Kids,
yeah, get
child
pregnant and all
support.
that.
Nobody want to do all that shit. Now,
I
granted,
don't think
don't
it's any
I'm
different either.
right,
You know,
and
I think this might
and
be
it's one of
more
them.
emotionally charged,
I was gonna say that too.
like more towards
I
the
was gonna say that.
dissatisfaction in relationships and their.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
get
yeah, most definitely,
maybe
because
because
they got more emotion than us, but they play their cards right to
Yeah,
to a
I
certain
can see that.
extent.
and
And again, it's
I
not.
feel like I was gonna say I feel like sometimes, and I could be wrong, but I try to always keep this in the back of my head with my current wife right now. Like
My
sometimes
current
I think men
wife.
get kind of
What are you,
complacent.
African?
What you
you
said?
said my. You said my.
My current
Why
wife.
did you say my current wife?
Yeah, that was a little.
I'm just no, I just meant like right now, like
You're widowed. You were
my
widowed before?
my current relationship right now.
Okay.
he's not
Okay.
talking
All
about his
right. Let
next
me
one
know
yet.
something.
Is that
Okay,
better? No,
not your
I'm not
next
talking
That's
one.
about my next
My
one.
bad, Akon. I didn't know. I didn't
No,
know.
if there's a next one, I'm probably gonna be
But
dead. So
continue.
the
I'm
next one
sorry.
will
I
probably be a
apologize.
single.
Okay.
Nah, I was gonna say like I feel like some men do get complacent, and women pick up on that. Like when I mean complacent, I mean like when we first started dating, you may did some stuff that you know what I mean, that you did to get them or whatever, and then like it's very easy. I think, like I said, I'm not gonna speak for every man, but I think it's very easy for us to
You wanted something.
forget how to be romantic and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, I get you.
I try to keep that in the back of my head. I'm not the greatest at it, but I try to keep that at the back of my head. And I think some women really pick up on that, and they be like, you know what I mean? Like it makes them feel some type of way, like
Forget to
we're not
compliment them
telling them
and
they're
stuff.
beautiful.
Yeah.
They're very, yeah, like you have to very like coddle women like down to the T. Like she get her hair done, nails done, you gotta be on it. You know what I mean? Because they look for stuff like
You know
that.
what's
You
the
know what I
funny
mean?
And
thing
yeah,
about what you just said? Even if we do get complacent, right? Even if if they say, okay, we complacent, they're gonna go look for it somewhere else. The next nigga is just doing it until he gets to the position that we are,
Until he gets it, yeah, but they
and
don't know that.
then
Yeah.
she right back in the same place.
But then
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
that steps into that female psyche as like they're looking for the attention and validation that they're not getting from somewhere else, and
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's how it
that sound like
backfires,
daddy
and now
issues.
it's a
But that's what I was
yeah,
gonna
now
say.
it's a
I feel
vicious
like when you
circle, and you just
yeah. But when you're cheating though,
Toxic.
like
toxic.
when you're cheating, aren't we all just looking for something right away? Like even if you're a guy,
Yeah,
you're looking for
I
something.
think I
You're looking for something temporary.
mm-mm.
I mean,
There's a difference
I think
between
so.
It's so.
men doing it and women doing it though. Women do it totally
Okay,
different.
explain.
Women
What you mean
do
by
it a
that?
little bit
It's more
more.
emotion
It's more
behind it.
emotion behind it. It's definitely more.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
so they're trying
That's
to
what I mean.
fill a
We
void, or
thinking with one head, they thinking with two.
They thinking logical, and we thinking like. I'm just saying.
I
No,
didn't
you're
think
not.
that was gonna catch on. I'm sorry.
You're not. No, I
No, we
heard
heard
what
what
you
you
said.
said.
We're just trying to be mature.
I'm sorry. I
question: do
apologize.
y'all think cheating emotionally is real?
Yeah,
Huh? Yeah.
Like, can you
What kind?
emotionally cheat on
Didn't you
someone? I
just?
mean, like even if you don't
Yeah.
actually
What do you
sleep
mean
with,
by that?
if you don't actually have sex with someone, you go through the physical act,
I
but
put it.
you're catching feelings for someone
Yeah,
else. You're giving time and attention.
yeah,
Anything
Yeah.
that you hiding from your spouse is cheating.
it was
Mm.
Right.
cheating. Yeah,
If you can't tell me about it, then it's a reason why.
yeah,
Right.
I
yeah.
get
My
that.
girl had a conversation with a dude behind my back. That's cheating.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
Wait, now can't wait. Do y'all think if y'all ladies was like, y'all I want to fuck a girl, is that cheating?
It's still the same. It's just a different
If
type
you're
of
not
gender.
there,
Would you allow it?
if
are
you
you there?
No, yeah, no, yeah, you're there.
If you're there, it's a
She was
different.
just like, yo,
if you there, okay, yeah. But if you
It
ain't
might be a
there,
different story, but
yeah, but y'all ain't answer the question. Would y'all let her?
if it's a fantasy, yeah,
I probably
I'll,
would.
I mean, it
I'll
depends.
watch,
Oh, you mean
enjoy, and tape it.
kind of R.
I
Kelly
know.
shit? This
I
nigga.
know.
Hmm.
Cliff just went to a whole different, and you should have seen the look in his eyes. He was like,
He's dead serious.
yes,
I'll tape it. I'll join. Then I'll stop. I'll stop the
yeah,
tape.
that was
I'll press
definitely
play
What
coming
if you
again.
couldn't
next.
join though?
Like,
If I couldn't
yeah,
join,
yeah. What if they said you couldn't
But you can
join?
watch, but you can't join.
some men
Well, you
like
can
that.
watch it.
Me personally, maybe not so much.
Nah, I
Nah,
wouldn't be able to
because
do
there's
that.
no control in it. We
Yeah,
don't get no excitement
but then
off
again,
of
I don't
not
know.
controlling
Until you're
something.
in that situation, actually seeing,
Two chicks going at it, and you just
yeah,
like
and you know that your wife is
All
enjoying
right, so
herself.
let me ask you a question. All right, so if your girl was making out with a girl like in the club, would you be mad at her? Is that still considered cheating? But you didn't know. You came back and seen them kissing.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
I
You would be
mean,
mad?
If we were
where does bitch come from?
right, if we
Don't
were
you?
fucked up and it was some girl hitting on
Don't
her
you?
and she kind of gave you the look like, the validation look like you gonna let this rock,
Nah, there's no validation,
then
bro.
nah, it ain't
If you
flying.
went to the bathroom and some girls you was just seeing, they had a vibe and they was just making out.
What's
See, then
gonna
you would
happen?
come,
What's
You
gonna
gonna come
happen
back and be
after
you
like,
the
have two
what?
options.
session?
Yeah, you come
What's
back
happening
and
after this?
either you come back and either you taking them both with you or they both
Right.
staying there.
Right. That's what I want to know.
That's what.
Where is this session leading to? Depends on how I'm going to receive this.
Because
So it's
it
not
could be a
cheating
situation if your
if
girl
they down for
knows.
the crown.
Yeah, if your girl knows that's a fancy of yours and she's like, "Oh, babe, I'm about to get this started. I'm about
Oh,
to."
that's
Oh,
different. Yeah,
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 now we
yeah. If
talking
you
about
already
fantasy
know
stuff.
and the vibe is the same, that's different. Yeah, but
I just want to know where this
if
shit
you
is
just
going
come
after
back and
this
you
this
look,
makeout session. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
What if she said no way? I'm going home.
Nah, we got to talk. We got to talk.
They be like, yo, you just gonna make out with my girl and leave?
you get
We in this shit
emotional. She
together.
not good enough for you or something. Try to say her breath stink.
do y'all I think we touched bases on this before, but do y'all get like jealous of just anything?
I used to,
I
but
do.
not anymore. I don't give a fuck now.
I do.
I I do if she's giving the attention, if she's reciprocating that energy being given to her.
Well,
Because
yeah.
of course,
Oh,
if your
that's
girl's
different.
attractive, but if your girl's attractive, you gotta understand people want to flirt with her all the time and look
People
at
gonna
her.
test her all the time.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
Right.
if you reciprocating back, that's different.
yeah, but that's what I mean. Yeah, if she's giving that attention right back to him, there's a difference between saying, thank you, but no thank you, and her guy said you look good, and she's like, oh, you think so? Then it's like,
Yeah.
all right, where you going
Yeah.
with
It's
this?
like a lead on, like a lead on.
Right.
You got to know what to
Yeah,
say.
like
That's what I
don't give
mean.
these niggas no hope out here. It's like,
Yeah. And I was gonna say, and everything doesn't make me jealous. Like, I'm not gonna be like, if she asking for somebody at Walmart, like they trying to show her where to go or something, I ain't gonna be like, yo, who the fuck was that nigga? Like,
Right.
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like,
That's more.
Who
I'm
told
not
you where to
on that
catch
That's
up
more
type.
at?
so what I was
Yeah,
talking
yeah, I'm
about.
not on that type.
Oh no,
Yeah, yeah, nah.
that don't bother me. I actually enjoy it more or less. Because
Yeah. That
who
has to
would
do
want a
with your
girl that
own
nobody else would want?
insecurities.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
means
yeah,
something
yeah.
wrong with us. Nobody.
Something is wrong with her,
But
but
I think that
that
has
don't
to
mean
do with your
nothing.
own insecurities
Yeah.
too. You know
Absolutely.
what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
Right, right,
it
right,
comes.
right.
why would you automatically be assuming stuff? You know what I mean?
It's
Yeah,
almost like you. It's almost
if you're confident in your
that's like
relationship.
a factor. Yeah,
A
it's
defense
like a
mechanism.
confidence booster because to make sure you still got it because you might be
Yeah, let me
50
let me
years
let me
old.
tell y'all this story. So I think I might have told Cliff maybe. So yeah, y'all know how I do the big brothers big sister thing,
Mm.
right?
Mhm.
Anyway, so I texted my little brother or whatever. I texted his mom because you know she's with him. I said Merry Christmas. Tell Kaden I said Merry Christmas and Merry Christmas to you, right? So she called me like 2 weeks later from her job. I'm like, okay, this is weird. Why is she calling me at this time, like during the
Did you
day?
know it
Like,
was her?
no, let me hold on. You
Okay,
gonna let me finish, dog?
go ahead. I'm sorry. About
so, so she hit me up, and she's like, hey, I'm just calling you because my new boyfriend got upset that you texted us Merry Christmas.
Us, you texted us, but continue.
Yeah, you texted us Merry Christmas. Well, texted me.
Okay, I get you.
And I'm like, well, I texted you because you're his mom. I go through you before I go through your son. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas. And she's like, yeah, I know, I get that. He's just been cheated on. So I'm like, okay, I just started going out. Like they literally just been going out for like a week.
That's how it goes.
I'm like, well, I hope that changes.
Yeah, he's
That's
controlling. He
really
got all
bad.
them issues,
Yeah,
red
right. Like,
flags all over the place.
Yeah.
yeah. So she's like, can you have him text? She asked me, can I? She asked me, can I start texting him? I'm like, yeah, I can, but I mean, you're his mother. Like, well, I'm gonna go through you first if I want to hang out with him.
You,
You're not
That's
even
like,
in the stepdad phase yet. I'm not
yeah,
texting
right.
you,
Like,
bro. I'm
that's
sorry.
what I
you
said.
know, it really sucks when I get to that extent because you can actually lose legit good friends
Mm-hmm.
over insecure men.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, and it
yeah.
sucks.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But now I feel like people shouldn't even put up with that, especially in the beginning. Like I know,
Right.
everybody trying to find happiness, but that's a red flag.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
You know
one
what I
weekend
mean?
talking about some why this nigga texting you Merry Christmas.
Yeah, right. Like, you know what I mean? And then I had to meet the dude. I made sure I was the freshest nigga. I went and did push ups and everything when I went to go meet that
He
nigga.
shook your hand. He shook your hand
Yeah.
extra
Mm-hmm.
stern, didn't he?
Yup. I
He
grabbed the
get you
shit out of his
behind.
hand. I'm like, man, I ain't even worried about you. But I'm like, the insecurity is just crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I get people is damaged, but if you getting into a relationship, you can't be jealous like that. You know what I mean? That's a huge red flag.
Off the
Yeah.
rip.
You know what I
Shit,
mean?
not even that. You can't get in a relationship if you broken still.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing.
You gotta
But I
fix
think
yourself.
girls don't take time to process that. I feel like girls need somebody. Like they need that companionship. Not every girl, but I feel like a lot of girls do.
Yeah. Which can lead me
Just in
into
my opinion.
reason number, I don't know where we at, but 4, 5. Uh,
Go with your heart. Go with
no,
your
like
heart.
numbing difficult feelings or numbing pain through
Oh, oh.
sexual encounters.
So rebound cheating.
Yeah,
Well, it ain't cheating, but you know,
yeah,
rebound romps. I guess you could say.
yeah. A
Mm,
girl was hurt by a guy, and now she wants to go into that cycle of becoming the person who hurts her. Now she's invalid to whoever else. Now she doesn't trust. Now she doesn't love fully. She doesn't give a full commitment or attention to someone. So now uh, that cycle starts,
Yeah.
mm,
and then what's that for? Hurt people, hurt people,
Yeah.
and
right.
that's what ends up happening. So that's another thing I think, or uh, maybe a woman trying to use that to validate her insecurity or self esteem. Like if she really thinks that low of herself, and some guy saying she's pretty, or uh, tell her what she wants to hear, whatever it is in that moment, and she just rolls with it because she wants to feel some type of validation or affection or whatever it is. What was
Yeah.
that? Is that any?
Nigga turned that up like a 40, bro.
Turn that shit up like a Capri Sun. Why are you drinking like that? You okay?
Oh man.
That shit is good.
Oh yeah.
Well, getting into the whole hurt people thing, like uh, the new thing out there is being fuckboys. You know, like just gassing people up, just to um hit it and quit it, more or less. Playing with someone's emotions and heart just to bounce right after.
Right.
Oh, that's what girls call fuck boys? I didn't know
I mean, I'm guessing that's the definition of it, more or less. That's what it sounds like. Someone who just
Man.
who
All
just
right.
wastes a female time, more or less.
I thought fuck boy was like somebody who was just fucking like fucking just mad bitches
Nah, that's
like
definitely not what that
and
is.
they was like trying to get with like a girl that was some bitches. They was like,
I
yo,
don't know
fuck
what's
boy.
wrong with your audio, but that ain't it.
Yeah, this shit been moving me out. Crazy.
Yeah, I see. But I would just say a guy who leads girls on for hookups with no real attachment, or
They don't have nothing.
yeah,
They talk a big game and don't have
that's
anything.
it. Just playing with someone's emotions and heart just to get to the end goal.
Fuck boy is the new Scrubs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah. I get that. But I mean, that's what it is nowadays. Which is funny. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure we all at one point were fuck boys. No.
Nah,
Nah,
I was shaking my head to
nah.
Danny because
Oh.
we can't hear him talking.
I was shaking my head no.
You said that we all were at one point in time.
In some
Nah.
sense. So y'all never played with a girl, play with
No, you
someone's
can't.
mental,
That's not no. Nah.
maybe lied or embellished a little bit.
Yeah, of course, but
No
I won't.
comment.
But that's not in the category.
But I said, with
That's
like
in the category.
going back to when you're young and you think, okay, maybe I gotta tell her what she needs to hear to get to cross that finish line.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but that's not labeled as a fuck boy though. Fuck boy
What
is
would you
more like
label
a
it as? It's
corny
still
ass
negative.
nigga. Yeah, it is, but not a fuck boy. A fuck boy is like more personal. Like you can't.
I mean,
I
if you
mean, we
want
really
some,
don't know what the
I can
definition of
show
that
you the
is.
world type shit, and I'ma change
Okay,
your
I'm gonna put it
life.
to you like this. I think you will get, if you call somebody a bitch over a fuck boy, you get two different responses.
Hmm.
Two totally different responses. Fuck boy, it seems like it's more personal. Like you a corny ass nigga. That's fuck boy. You call a nigga a bitch, it don't hit as hard as saying
That's what I mean. That's what I thought a fuck boy was.
fuck boy.
According to the dictionary, a fuckboy is a guy who doesn't respect women but relies on them heavily. He,
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
I thought it was.
Right.
he
I thought it
is
was
what
more
it
Nah.
is.
consensual.
It is what Cliff said. It says he's distant, doesn't care about other people's times, and won't commit. He's self-absorbed, does
Yeah, yeah.
stupid
Nonchalant,
things,
aloof,
and fucks with other emotions.
just for his own self gratification and validation.
So
Yeah,
is what we all said wrapped into one.
all into a
It's all
nutshell.
of that.
Yeah, I mean, because at one point even I thought that the way to go was just to tell them what they want to hear until you realize the truth actually works. If you tell a chick, "Hey, I'm just trying to,
No, no.
I'm just trying to get in where I fit in," and it can work.
I don't know if the truth works all the
Oh, it
time.
worked for me in my younger days.
Yeah, but you don't have no filter, Cliff. You don't. That's why you laughing.
Because at the end of the day, if they say no, they say no. But
And you,
at
yeah,
least you can't turn around and say like they could be, oh, you led me on and you made me feel like I was the one. Nope, I never did that. That wasn't me.
Nah,
I
I
told
can
you
I
what it is
can
from jump, and you didn't follow rules, so you didn't follow suit.
yeah.
It's your
That
fault.
that's more so. I feel like that's what happens a lot. Like you tell them and then they don't stick to the script.
Yeah, especially when they agree to it, like no strings attached type stuff, and the next thing you know,
Hmm.
where these strings coming from? You look like the
Whole bunch of
like remember that the
strings.
NSYNC video when they was on
Hmm.
string.
Whole gang of strings.
Yep. Now all of a
Oh
sudden you want to be
man,
the puppeteer and shit. Okay.
yeah.
Nah.
So, what are more or less the after effects of it, of the infidelity? Do you think
Trust
it's more
issues.
severe for men or women?
You say that one more time.
Trust
Would you say it's
issues.
more severe for men or women?
I mean, it depends on the relationship and the situation.
Because you know how people
If
say
you're walking on
men are
eggshells,
more sensitive towards that, like the
yeah,
ego
they
gets
are.
hurt more, or
I
whatever the
think
case may
it's
be.
I think it's equally kind of the same. As a
Just
man, if you're
different
cheated on,
aspects.
you're gonna feel like everything that's happening is not right from that point forward until you gain that trust back. And I'm pretty sure it's the same for women as well. Like, are
Right.
you really
You
going where
gotta
you
show
say you going?
actions. Fuck all that. I'm sorry, shit. You gotta show
Right.
actions.
Yeah, I get that.
You gotta make it count for real.
So,
And meaningful count, not just count to like make it seem good. You gotta be a meaningful
Right.
count. Like
in
do the
that
shit from the
perspective,
heart.
then what's the steps to rebuilding after that? How do you make it count?
Whatever that person's whatever you know gets that person going. Like whatever you know deep down in your heart you need to do. Like if you know she likes or he likes whatever, go get it. Surprise them. You know,
You just got to show the commitment.
conversations is commitment. Conversations. It's almost like you starting
Yeah.
over. It's almost like you started a clean slate that you didn't want to start over
Hmm.
clean. So now you got to rebuild all of this. You gotta relearn that person. That person has to relearn you. You gotta, you gotta do the dates again. You gotta have those convos. You gotta, have a good laugh. It's a whole bunch of shit. It's almost almost like you rebranding
Hmm.
yourself.
Do you
yeah, you
think
got
that
basically right back from.
Yeah, it's a negative. Yeah, it's based off a negative, but you learn from it. Both parties learn from it. Hopefully the person that's cheating learn from it. I
yeah?
learn from it.
Do you
The
think the
stupid shit I
fear
was doing.
and insecurity ever leaves?
No,
Hmm.
Yes
I
and no. Yes and no.
I think it
I think it's
leaves,
been
but I
on
think
for him the
it
whole time.
stays, the seed stays planted in the back of their
Yeah,
mind.
Right. It's always in the back of their mind, and I'm sorry to feel like that, but it's one of the things you got to keep showing with your actions,
Hmm.
especially if it's sincere. Don't just be like, "Oh, I said I'm sorry," and that's it. Nah, nigga, you got this work to be done.
Show and prove.
Especially you got to show and improve. You
you
got
have
to
to.
make that. You got to make a meaningful count, not just, "Oh, I got her some flowers, so she forgot." No, that's not how that
Right.
works.
Do you
It
think
don't work like
everybody
that.
deserves a second chance with that? With cheating?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. I mean, at least one.
Nobody in this world perfect, bro.
Yeah. Right.
Even if it's a stupid ass mistake, nobody in this world perfect.
Right.
Hmm.
Nobody in this world perfect. Now, I'm not saying go out and I'm not saying if you in a perfect relationship, go out and cheat
Yo, yo,
to see what
I got a
to
deal.
see how far it's gonna get you.
Marcus
You
from the
gotta
Only
work.
40K
try
podcast
once.
said that it was
All get
okay to
one.
try it once.
Right, right. But nah,
Nah, I think everybody deserves a
be,
second chance,
being
though.
yeah, everybody deserves a second chance. Everybody does stupid ass shit.
Hmm.
Everybody doesn't think right all the time. Everybody has some selfish situation. Even if it's not even cheating, we always have that selfish thing about
Hmm.
us, no matter what, even if it's not cheating. And it's good to show that because it shows that you grow.
Mm.
You almost like you challenge yourself, you grow from it.
Right.
Don't keep doing the shit and you don't learn anything from it. That's pointless, especially when it's with the same person.
Mm.
Because now you just beating that person up mentally, and it's like, what the fuck are you in it for?
Right.
You know, especially especially if it's a, I guess, what would you put a time frame? Especially if it's 3+ years, three or more years, what, 4 years?
Don't even
If it's
matter
over
really.
3 years,
Yeah,
it really don't
it's
matter.
it's worse when it's that long, but
It's worse, period.
yeah,
But the history plays a part.
it plays a part. I
Yeah,
don't.
because
I
if
don't
you
know.
fresh out and you like 2 months in, nigga cheat on you, like you might want to call that
Right,
quits.
I'm about to say it's easier to call it quits. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
right,
if it's like the situation comes when y'all are 10, 15, 20 years in, and someone got bored or whatever the stupid reason
Mm-hmm.
behind it is,
Mm-hmm.
then it's like, oh, you gotta reignite the flame and find whatever excitement that is, I guess, and
Right.
rebuild after that.
and I think I'm glad you said that. I was gonna say that too. Sometimes that flame might be low, and you gotta
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to
amp
keep
that
it.
shit
You
up
got
a
to
little bit.
keep throwing the wood on the fire, man. Keep that shit going.
yeah.
Right, no matter what the me and my fiance, we got a damn a can of different things to do, like date nights and stuff,
I
and
see
we
those.
we created and put it in a jar, in a like a little jar. So when we do go out Friday or Saturday, we pick from it,
Mm-hmm.
just to keep shit spicy.
Yeah,
Because I mean, you can't watch fucking Netflix your whole life and cuddle. It's more to life than that.
Right.
I mean, it's cool as a couple, but there's other shit out there to want to explore together and learn together. So
true.
figure that shit out.
What about the
Don't.
whole what they won't know won't hurt them kind of concept or thought?
What you mean? What about it?
Do you feel like if you cheated on the person you're with and they never found out that you got away with it, or that it not that it's okay, but you know what I mean? Like how far does guilt
Um,
play a role into uh revealing what happened? Because there's a difference between getting caught cheating and confessing cheating. You know what I mean?
right, right,
Have
right,
you
right,
ever
right.
felt?
I
All right,
think I.
I'm gonna ask you this. Have you ever felt guilty about something you didn't that would never came to light?
Yeah, I get that. Well, I'm not thinking
Yeah.
about cheating in that aspect. I'm just thinking about other things. But
No, I'm talking about cheating wise.
cheating wise, when I was younger, probably not. To be honest,
Mm.
if I were to become that person now, yes. But when I was younger and I didn't care and commitment wasn't really a big thing in my thought process. I guess it all depends on the relationship too. If you're really in love and you care about that relationship and that person, yeah, I think the guilt would more or less eat you up inside.
So you gonna tell on yourself?
Many men have.
I told him
Right.
myself.
There you go. Some,
Just like you passed them chips to yourself just now.
I mean, but like, is it like how I said, like that guilt would eat you up, especially if like, if you're cheating and all of a sudden that person, your girl's being super nice to you, and now all of a sudden she's super affectionate and telling you I like your shape up and shit like that. And you're just like, oh my gosh, I treated you
And
like
then you
shit.
laying down next to this person. Meanwhile, you just was with another person.
Let
Mm-hmm.
me tell you
I
something.
mean,
Right.
morally, that's fucked up. Like,
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. Right.
I mean, but morally, that's what cheating is anyway. So I'm just saying. But
yeah,
are
Right.
you going to tell on
But that don't mean you
yourself?
add to the. You don't add to the flame. I mean,
no, you definitely don't.
that's like you know.
Are
You
you
definitely
are so you trying to tell me you gonna go lay down in the bed with your wife and say, "Yo, I cheated on you."
It's probably a different way of doing it, yeah, but
Listen,
yeah.
if somebody does that, they're just in a horrible
Yeah,
I
relationship.
think it
like
has happened many
I'm
times. Like,
sure. I'm not asking
listen,
about
I need
would
something
you
to.
do it.
We needed to.
Nah, nah.
I did it, so I can't say it.
I was gonna say, I think I might. I probably would.
I did it a long time ago.
I would just lay down, but hey, I cheated on you. I
I,
won't
yeah, I
listen.
didn't. I
We need
definitely
to
didn't lay
talk.
down and was like,
So
"Yo,
how
Like,
do
by the
you?
way, Becky with the good hair, like, shit went
really,
down.
really."
That was the JC thing, right?
This nigga had a confessions part 3.
I ain't saying shit.
But that's another reason too behind it. If you don't get pregnant or STD or
That's
something crazy
different.
like
That's
that,
Right.
that's different.
then you
But
have to tell.
you
Even if you
have to
didn't get
tell.
caught, you would have to tell.
You would have to tell. But if just off a
Well, there's
GP,
always gonna be something behind it.
I don't know. I mean, to each his own. I think personally, I would somewhat change as a person. I would feel guilt and just eventually have to confess or whatever the case may be from that. Hmm.
It's gonna eat you up inside,
That's
you're a
what I
especially if
mean.
bold
it's something
kid,
good.
Gerald.
Married, like, I mean, I don't know. Some people just don't give a damn, but
Yeah.
that
But Danny, but you know what's crazy? Don't. I'm not saying you per se, but some people with the marriage, with being married, it's an internal thing. It's not just signing a paper and a ring and a wedding. And I think a lot of people, I know not you, Danny, because I know the type of person you are. You know, but some people feel like they have the wedding, they they're married. You know, that's it. No, sometimes marriage starts before you even sign the paper or you even think about getting married. And I think a lot of people need to learn from that because I've known people that's been married 20 plus years and decided to cheat. People been together 20 years and decided to cheat,
Yeah, and it's like,
or been together for 20 years and be like, "Oh, I'm miserable." Why you ain't say this 10 years ago?
because they probably wasn't 10 years ago. I
Nah, what if they was just don't know how to say it?
True.
Well, that's how I mean. I tell people all the time. I'm like, a relationship is the hardest thing you could possibly do. Like,
Right,
it's so many different variables that can change your outcome on your relationship from your end, from their end, from outside
right.
coming in and ruining it.
yeah,
Like, you really have to be dialed in when you're in a relationship. Like,
and it's
especially
something
And the
that's
shit
constantly
honestly
changing.
ain't bad. It ain't the shit ain't bad. I like it. Shit, I like the little married life. The shit don't bother me. I like coming home, figuring out what to eat, what we gonna watch, what we gonna do, vacation, this that.
I
I
mean,
like that
it's
The
shit.
definitely good.
consistency is
I mean,
nice,
some
Right.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
consistency is nice.
It took
Laughing
me it
but
took
about
me
then
a
shit.
long
there
time.
are points that I can imagine a guy would be super happy to come home and see his wife, like, like, oh hey babe, I've been thinking about you all day, and then there's other points you come home because you live there, like, like you don't want to be home.
When you unlock the door real
Yeah,
slow.
I'm like, I can't stand you.
Or you just sitting in your car for 35 minutes.
Right. Because I mean, it happens. It's always ups and downs and navigating through.
That's what I mean, bro. Every day is literally like something different. Like
It's a
anything
journey.
could change. Anything
Right.
can change. You know what I mean? Like it's
Mm-hmm.
so much variables that, and the successful relationships are the ones that you just constantly have to keep adapting, having to make sacrifices and shit. I mean,
Yep.
And have that
like I said, it took
communication.
me forever ever to learn this. You know what I mean? Like
But then that when you get on that same wavelength, that's when it's euphoric. It's perfect. It's like,
that's when it's amazing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's literally like it's a good feeling when y'all not beefing, and y'all not, you know
yeah.
what I mean,
And
on
they're
the
like
same page.
your best friend and your lover, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I got a scenario for you guys. It never happened to me, but it just popped up in my head. Why I don't know. You're in a good space. You're in a good relationship, married, whatever the case may be, and your peers on both sides, her side and yours. Not all of them, but you can tell certain peers are envy and jealous of your relationship.
Oh, I like that. Let's make them more jealous.
let's give them something to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna say, what's
Right.
the ending of this?
Yeah,
The ending is
I mean, people always
you're in it. Is
jealous.
yeah, exactly.
oh yeah, but it's worse that it's your
Yeah,
peers
but
too.
if their relationship is failing, there's people who are going to be
Yeah,
envious
I was
of
gonna
you
say, do you
over
think
asking.
jealous or envious? Like, because isn't that two
Huh?
different things? Maybe.
Yeah, but you can still have both. You can lust and being in love with somebody,
You want
right?
both.
Well, I was gonna say, out of my friends, I'm the only one that's
Envy
really
and
married,
jealousy
so I'm sure a lot of people want what I have.
are jealous.
Yeah,
Now, are they jealous though?
No, but not jealous.
jealous
Maybe
to
some people are
like
like
which
envious.
extent? Like
Maybe?
to the
Yeah,
point that they want his wife, or
yeah, like they
No, just the point that they'll make. Okay,
like they'll
for
sabotage his
misery.
relationship.
Nah, I don't even say. I wouldn't say that deep. Now, if that's the case,
They
shit,
shouldn't
you
be
fuck
friends.
shit,
Yeah,
right? More of like little side stuff, or don't want to hang out, or just little shit. That you can tell. Like, all right,
and you cut them off.
if you just
yeah.
if you miserable, just say that shit. You miserable. Don't
Right.
Yeah,
I get
I
that
cut
because
you
some
know?
other
people just
people
don't
off.
want to see other people happy, and
Yeah,
their
Right.
happiness could be killing
And
them inside. I get
and
that.
right,
cut
right,
them
right,
right
right,
the fuck
right.
off.
Like Rick said, we gonna pretty much we gonna show out. Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna make you more jealous.
you
Fuck all
know,
that.
Yeah, heck
yeah,
yeah,
right, right. Especially you not about to fuck up my happiness because you miserable.
right.
Like I'm ignore your ass.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you because you're not gonna stop my shine. That's just. But you got people out there like that though. You
Oh,
really do.
absolutely.
That's envy, jealous, whatever you want to call it.
And that's why they in that headspace now. You
that's
can't be
true.
jealous of somebody. Go out and
Right,
get your
right.
own.
Yeah,
Or not even that. Sometimes you got people that's scared to even be in relationships. They don't even know like where to start.
that's true.
Like you gotta to find not now. It's nothing wrong with being by yourself and loving yourself, but why not want to try to share that with somebody in the world? You know.
Yeah, some people aren't built or meant for it
Especially
though.
with women, I think women go and look for love, and you can't look for love, bro. You have to. Like, that comes genuine.
Yeah,
Like, you
let
know
it
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
find you.
I feel like a lot of women, they want to be loved. They know what love is. They want it, but they looking for it. You know what I mean? That shit. I feel like that shit has to come like genuine.
Do y'all
You know,
believe soulmates is
Right,
a real
right, right.
thing?
I do. My
Yeah,
situation
Do
is
you believe
crazy.
you find your soulmate or you create your soulmate?
I found mine.
both, both,
Both.
both. Because I feel like
Yeah, I feel like
I
both.
feel like when you in a relationship for so long, and especially if it's something good
Yeah,
or great,
Your
you
souls
you mold you
intertwined.
mold
definitely think you
Yeah.
find it. My
you
story
you
is
you
crazy, bro.
you
You think your
mold you
story's
mold you
crazy?
mold you
Is
mold
it
to
not?
each other.
Yeah.
I went from not
You
dating a
found love in
girl
a
to
club.
dating a girl.
You were a
Not even
real Usher song.
I found love in the club. I I I fell in love with a chick that lived 3 hours away from me.
True.
Ended up talking to her for a whole year. Couldn't stand her.
And she blew your mind.
Somehow, like we got kids in a.
He said somehow.
Like he woke up like this.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Bro, I didn't date girls from the next borough. I didn't care if you were 30 minutes away.
I get that.
I
Yeah,
found a
I
girl
get that.
with no car or nothing. I'm going up there on a bus
On bus, yeah.
to go see her. Like, I mean, I feel like my situation is unique. You know
I
what I
get
mean?
that.
So, because I definitely didn't see
But they,
myself. I didn't see myself marriage and kids or nothing.
right, of course not. Of
Like,
course.
my,
I moved down here. I said I ain't having kids. What I
yeah.
do the year later? Have fucking
Were
kids.
So I
you?
definitely think there's some logic to that. I definitely think you find somebody.
But were you ready? Were
What do
you
you mean?
ready to
Hell
fall in
no.
love and?
Hell no.
But that's the thing.
Hell no.
I
So
was
did
fresh off
you?
my breakup.
So you adapted to it. You grew.
It happened genuinely
Yeah.
because
So
I didn't
okay,
like my
okay.
girl,
So my question more or
my,
less is like
my
the
previous
love
one
at
now.
first sight aspect behind soulmates.
Yes, for me.
Nah, not the love at
You
first
said
sight.
you had to grow
Nah.
into it, so
Right.
Oh, listen. Don't get it twisted. All right. So I'm gonna tell y'all the story for y'all who don't know. I never seen white people like outside of like the club.
The
outside of
school.
Yeah,
Full House.
in the hood, you see white people. They just walking by or whatever.
Right.
And I seen my girl, my she wasn't my girl now, obviously, I mean back then, but dancing and shaking her ass. She was doing the crybaby on the floor. One, I couldn't believe. Okay, she's
What's the
white. Why
crybaby?
is she?
Like the Michael Jackson crybaby?
Nah, you never seen like she's shaking her ass on the floor, like on the floor though.
Like you twerking, but you're on
Yeah,
the floor.
working on the floor.
Yeah,
Whatever. I don't.
you hitting the floor and
Mm-hmm.
popping.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the Michael. Isn't that for Michael Jackson?
Don't go in too
Yeah,
deep.
continue.
Yes, sure.
I never heard
All
of
right.
that. Continue. Sorry.
I'm not trying to go deep. But in my head, I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? Like, so I fell in love with that aspect.
So you fell in lust
You fell in
first,
love
and
with
then
that
you fell in love a
aspect.
year later.
Yes.
That
Is that
ass.
lust? Is that lust?
That ass. That is lust, nigga. If
Yeah,
you
that's
said you've
lust.
seen you just said you've seen your wife now, whatever what you said, your current
At
wife
that time, no,
on the.
I wasn't bombing or anything. I wasn't trying to bomb. I didn't try to bomb.
I mean, lust could be a visual, mental thing. It doesn't have to be
Could it be?
completely
Well,
physical. Yeah.
then maybe that was it. Because after that,
You
like,
was lusting, bro.
yeah,
It's all right.
once I seen that, I was like, what the?
We
I was
were
like,
young. We were
yeah,
full of
You were
lust.
lusting at your current wife, Danny.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's great. As
yeah.
long as and you still lust after her. I see the way you look at her when y'all drinking party and stuff. But it's a dope
Nigga
thing,
get real googly eyed.
and that's how. Who said it about the people getting jealous?
That's how it. That's how it should be.
Oh, Marcus, you just said that right about people getting jealous. For
Yeah.
example, if someone sees the way you look at her,
Right.
they'd be like, "Damn, my boyfriend never looked at me that way," or
Right.
whatever the case may be. And now all of a sudden they want to mess your stuff up because they don't got it.
Right.
Yeah, some people are like that.
But then the
Right.
genuine people would
out.
enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I remember when you first told me, Danny, was talking to Cassie and was thinking about moving. I said, well, shit, good for him. I said, shit, the white girl must have did something to him. Shit, he moving with her. But I was genuinely happy because,
A lot of people.
some people would be
do it.
right, and then you got people that be like, oh, nah, why you dating a white girl? Nah, fuck all that. If you happy, you happy, bro.
Well, I
Fuck all
still
that.
get that to this day, bro.
Right,
Still get
and
that to this day from people that I know. You know what I mean?
right, and I'm
Fuck
like,
'em.
yo, he might
Let's be
need that. He
honest.
might need to go to another state or another city or another whatever the case to find happiness.
And you can't help who you love. You can't.
Yeah,
You can't.
I
Right.
believe it's beyond love in that extent.
Yeah. I don't care what color you are. Like
Yeah,
nothing. I'm vibing with you, and you know what I mean. Like you holding me down or whatever. We vibing. I don't care if you know what I mean. I don't care. I don't get caught up in
Right.
that. You know what I mean. But yeah, you're definitely right. Like I said, I still to this day get flack for like, you know what I mean, married like a white woman and whatever. But and the same with her too. Like she's been called some crazy racist shit up
I
here.
don't want to guess.
You know what I mean? Like yeah. especially where we live, you know, they racist, so they called out all types of stuff. That don't bother us.
Yo, you know what's crazy? When I moved out of New York, I didn't know a lot of northern states were just as racist as southern
Mm-hmm.
states until I witnessed it. I didn't know that. Like I didn't, bro. Like
Mhm. They
when I
racist
lived
now.
in
I mean,
Maryland,
majority of the people are black, right? In Jacksonville.
hell
That's,
no. They
a
race.
mixture.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. Racism is different from Florida and PA. I'm gonna tell you why. Right? They do it a different way. They're more. I've seen. I'm gonna give you a prime example. It's a older white guy at my job, right? He really doesn't talk to people. He only talks to like a supervisor too. I've seen him literally walk across my path, like almost cut me off walking, and don't even know eye contact, like he don't even see me. And I'm like, I'm not thinking in my head like he's racist, but I just know that he tolerates black people, but he's not going to interact with you. You get what I'm saying? Now you got some states they gonna say some shit.
Hmm.
I think that's the same. I think that's the same where I'm at. I mean,
I mean,
people.
I think you get
Especially,
both in both areas.
yeah, I live in a little town, so it's like I live in a little town, so they hate that there's all these, you know, people moving up from Philly and stuff like that. So they make it known online and stuff all the time. Like not a couple years ago before I moved up here, they killed this Mexican dude up here, stomped him out. The whole town got these people off because they were like related to them and stuff like that. It was a whole thing. But I've
Right,
never I didn't realize it was crazy here, like because this is close to New York. You know what I mean? Like
right.
so I didn't but I can only imagine how it is down south. Like I talked to some people that are from like Atlanta and stuff and Mississippi, and they said, "Man, I do not talk to white people." Like,
Yeah, you got a lot of people that think they call them crackers and they call them all type of shit. And I'm like, yo, they don't listen. This is how I feel. Like I keep it in the back of my head, but if you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. But you know, just it's certain. It's like a new. I call it a new disrespect.
Hmm.
Like walking in front of me, cross my path to get to somebody. You could have easily waited till I finished walking. You could have easily went around me, but you cut in front of me deliberately. You didn't say excuse me or nothing. And it's little stuff like that that I pay attention to, and I'm like, it's more than just calling a black man a nigger or whatever the case may be, or it's like a blatant disrespect on just little
Hmm.
actions.
I get that.
It'd be little stuff. It's little stuff. I've asked people stuff and they look at me. They'll put their head down as if they ain't even. Oh, you said something? Yeah, you looked right at me when I asked you. Oh, I'm sorry. Or they'll get up. They'll get some will get scared.
But that's a whole nother topic and conversation we can definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If y'all want to talk about racism in America, we can do that in another episode too. Definitely, black or white. But yeah. Well, thank you guys for joining us in this episode of 4K Podcasts. Uh, where I want to be. We covered some interesting topics and thoughts. If you have any thoughts or opinions, feel free to comment, hit us up. Uh, Once again, we still are looking for people to join us. If you have topics of discussion you want to talk about, if you want to share a story with us, if you want to have a debate,
Don't
hit
be
us up.
shy, man. Come and talk to us.
definitely some women. Let's get some women on here. I want to know. I want to know y'all thoughts on it.
Nah, we definitely
Oh shit!
What's so
wanna
funny
get the
about
female perspective.
It's how you said it. I'm sorry. Definitely women.
Like he was in a club.
And he looked at the camera. He looked at the camera. Definitely women.
Yo, Marcus took an edible before he got on the podcast.
And this concludes another episode of the 4K podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching.
Peace.
Peace.